Hello guys, Ethan here for Team GHQ, and I have got a first day opening of the Vanguard G Legend deck for Aichi. A very good Legend deck, and the reason why obviously I'm not in GHQ is because it's the first day opening and I've just come straight from work, so excuse the lackluster setup. So let's get into this. I am not going to run this deck because I'm going to build Vanguard and make that meta, but the Exceed looks really good in shiny. Like that alone just makes me want to build it. Or at least have a spare one lying around with just foil exceeds. So this one, you get a lot more in. Well, you get extra G cards compared to the others, so you don't get much more, but the cards in it are a lot more better. Like, literally all you have to do is add the blaster engine, and your deck is basically meta. So, a couple of rares and commons, and your deck's good to go. First, we have the deck box, and again, apologies for the lighting. This is because, obviously, not a GHQ. Exceed on the back, which looks really cool, and Aichi on the side for the deck box, so that's going to be really cool. Your standard playmat, you get your 2 promos of Religious Soul Saver, not shiny, so similar to the Ace from the last round deck. You get obviously your first guide, so obviously just how to play Vanguard. Fight Scouter, Power, 5,000 for Exceed and 10,000 for Alfred. Sorry about obviously the. There you go. I'll get used to it. Aiming sideways because obviously it wouldn't, because my camera wouldn't fit otherwise. And then you get the Aichi card like you do for most Legend decks. We'll powder them back. And here is. I've also noticed that people have been playing only 4 Exceed, which I think is pretty, like the best way to go, honestly. Because there isn't really a decent backup for Exceed, because Exceed's good enough on its own. So there's the playmat. No zones this time, which is pretty cool. So you just get all the art in all of its glory, which is good. And obviously the back, it shows the anime. Also shows all the decks he's played. So it shows Ezel, Blaster Joker, and stuff like that. So here, obviously the normal combos, and Aichi's on the side, so that's really cool. That'd make a cool poster just that on its own. If you can just cut this out, if you're not going to use the mat, just cut this bit out and put that somewhere. That'd be pretty cool. Like if you're a musician or something, that on the side of an amp or something would look really cool. 2 decks, well, both the same deck, but 2 different sides. Let's go with this one because this one looks like it's mostly triggers and G zones. So obviously get this side. We get one of each shiny card. One of each card is shiny because it's a Legend deck. 1 shiny Alfred, so you get 4 Alfreds, basically perfect. 2 Mirrored Soul Saver, pretty good card, first stride, so that's 3. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, if you hardcover Alfred or Blaster, its card name, pay the cost. Choose up to 5 of your rear guards that gain 5k, so first stride, all your columns gain 10k. 4 Palamedes, basically the exact same as the original, but just GB1 blocked. 4 Star Hoop Trumpeter, which is really good, just kind of last 1 on place. Vanguard with Alfred or Blaster. Call search for any card and call it to rear guard. So any doesn't have to be grade 2 locked like normal Royal Paladins. And it gains 3k, so your Blaster Blade can gain 3k. I don't think this isn't going to be used in the end thing, I don't think. People might run it at 3 or 2 because obviously they have a spare space with not running 8 grade 3s. Next we have 3 Notable Benevolence K, the grade 1s. So an upgrade of K is always nice. And sorry for aiming quality. Next we have 3 Little Tactician Maron. Obviously an upgrade of Maron's always good. Can last 1 on place. Vanguard with Alfred Blaster, switch your deck for 1 card, call it to rear guard and against 3k. So basically you can call Star Hope Trumpeter and Maron in the same column if you plan to run them. And that's a 16 count column zone, and the other column that you call a grade 2 or grade 3 out with that, and a grade 1 or 0 out with that column on the side gains 6k, and not including if you've gone into Mirrored Soul Saver to give another 5k to everything, so it's really good even that zone. And I think this is one of the better trial decks we've got so far. Sorry for the shadows again. Blue Scud Barkle. New starter. GB1, Camless 1, into Soul, search your deck for an Alfred or Blaster, into your hand, shuffle it. Better than all the others because there's obviously more targets. 4 Nova Knight Lou. Very shiny. People are definitely going to run this over other ones just because it looks so good. Obviously you just run for the Flogo crit, for the Blaster engine, and you basically just run whatever else you want. 4 Yggdrasil Inheritor Elaine. Again, very good, especially in shiny. So this is probably the one that you're going to see most of, especially if you can get 4 shinies. Next we're going to the pull one, and I think this side is the one that might have the hot stamped in it if we get it, because I imagine the hot stamp exceed like they did for Diablo. So first we got the shiny one, then oh we didn't get it, so I just got commons. So yeah, just 3 common exceeds. That shiny one though does look really good. I don't think it'll show up on camera, but it does look really good. Cannabis 1, where you do unit with save when its card name Stride. During your turn, pay the cost, search your deck for up to 1 Blaster Blade. 1 card with Blaster Blade in its card name, put it into your hand and shuffle. So any Blaster Blades, Blaster Blade Spirit, Blaster Blade on its own, Blaster Blade Steed. And also Cannabis 1, place on Vanguard or Rearguard, pay the cost, choose one of your opponent's grade 1 or greater rearguards and retire it. No matter where it is, doesn't have to be front row or back row, doesn't matter. As long as it's grade 1 or higher, placed on Vanguard or Rearguard, Cannabis 1, retire it. So really good. 2 G-Guards, which is obviously a pretty good starting point, considering how G-Guards aren't that expensive anyway, so a good starting point just for Legend deck, and then you get like a Dismal or something. It's a pretty good start. So 2 Great Flush Assault, Cannabis 1, Vanguard with Alfred or Blaster, gains 5k for each rearguard you have until end of battle, so when placed in guard single. Very good. And this is one that I think people actually might run, obviously, if you're having Blaster cards. It's Champion of Silence Galatine. Blaster Blade Spirit will probably see more play just because it's a Blaster deck, so you can search out Blaster Spirit. But this is actually really good. It's a GB1 Guardian Circle, it gains 5k, so even as long as you GB1, even when if you call it from hand to Guardian Circle, not and including intercept as well, it just gives us a 10k shield. So your opponent makes it so you can't go grade 1s or grade 0s, just call it down to 21k shield basically. 21k guard, sorry. But it does have and it's 10k, so same as the old Gallatin. Yeah, might be able to see that. Well, Vanguard Rearguard continuous. If you don't have a unit with Blaster in its card name, and Vanguard or Rearguard gains 2k, minus 2k. But again, if you're running only 4 Blaster, then it gains. It's going to be a 10k always. So let's hide that because that is a special card. I don't want to go for last because it's going to look so nice. Knight of Virtue Bedivere. Rejoin a Bedivere. It's okay. I don't think people are going to run it. If you want to run a pure Blaster deck that doesn't run the Blaster engine, first, what are you doing? Second, it's not bad on its own. The Legend deck's pretty good. It attacks Vanguard, becomes 12k if you got Vanguard with Blaster Alfred. And when placed, you choose K, same column, the grade 1k, and same column, gives it 2k and Soul Charge. Which is a shame because K's skill is also on place. If I can find him. Yeah, K. K's skill is also on place. Again, it becomes a 10k attacker, same as the old ones, 12k and 10k respectively. But when it's placed on Rearguard, you choose Bedivere, give it 2k and counter charge. So it's not. So these are both on place, so you have to decide which one you want most. If you need the soul, call this first, then this. If you need the counter charge, call this, then this, and then you just get that. So you don't get everything right away like that. Next, for really stupid card, Ringo Youth. Not GB1, just 7k, and when it hits the Vanguard during the battle that it attacked, or it boosted, look at top 7 for a card with Blaster Blade. Put up to 1 card with Blaster Blade in its card name, among them, put it to your hand, shuffle your deck. So any Blaster Blade card, again, Blaster Spirit, Blaster Exceed, any, and I don't get why it's not GB. It should be GB because, sure, getting your grade 3s and 2s is really essential for, obviously, if you don't deck out, get grades stuck, but still, the fact it enables the early grade 1 rush, so if you're going second, it's very stupid. Just allows a lot of what's it called? Early game pressure. Next we have 4 Epina, an actual good G-Guard, perfect guard in a Legend deck because it's an unflipper instead of the awful, if you've got another copy of itself in drop zone, discard a card and draw one. Draw a card and discard one, which is mandatory, which makes it even worse. Next, for Flugel. Again, shiny. Looks cool. I think people are going to run this and the other Flugel because shiny. And it looks really nice in my opinion. Next, for Margot with the best artwork ever, in my opinion. Maybe Margot. Looks like it's got 2 heads. Honestly, never noticed that before. But yeah, 2 heads, shiny. Margot. If you're going to run draw triggers, you're going to run this because it's very shiny and looks cool. Next, the one that I want to save to last. And oh my god, that looks amazing! What's the greatest poo? The camera really doesn't do it justice. If you have the money, get 4 of the Legend deck just for this. Like the amount of money you'll either make back by selling these to people individually or just by keeping it and having it in your own deck for shiny is really worth it. So this is where we're going to end the video, guys. Can't speak. So this is where we're going to end the video, guys, because, yeah, Las Vegas P, why not end it there? If you like the video, make sure to like, favorite, subscribe, and as always, happy gaming.